Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be working on one of my orders, and this is actually a gift for a little boy. So I just wanted to come on and show you what I was working on. So if you're interested in the video, let's get into this video. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. First, we're going to start off with this little pail here. And I think I purchased this pail from Dollar Tree. I have a Hot Wheels. What is this thing? I guess it's the little truck that you can put the Hot Wheels inside of it for a little boy. So that's what this is. And I want to say I purchased this from Walgreens last year sometime. The next item I have is these little Hot Wheel cars. Oh gosh, I think these came from, I don't remember, either Walgreens or DD's, if I'm not mistaken. The next thing I have is this Bubble Blaster Hot Wheel gun, and this came from Ross. Then I have a Hot Wheel little toothbrush, if we can get it all in here. So let's go ahead and get started. And I have these goodies over here. All right. For the sake of the video, I've already packed this little container with the brown paper that I used, the Traumaco paper. And I purchased this paper here from Amazon. You can also get it at Lowe's. Home Depot sells it. So, but I usually purchase mine from Amazon. Excuse me. All right. I've already packed it, like I said. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to put some tissue paper on the bottom of here. Now I want to show you something once I get this paper over this brown paper here. I'll show you something I did. All right. I also have my little backer here, and this is nothing but a flap off of a cardboard box that I took, and I just cut the flap off, and I rounded it off at the top and put some tissue paper on it. So what I'm going to do is, this is what I wanted to show you. In this little bucket, I left a hole back here. And the reason, when I was filling it, I left this hole back here because I wanted to put my backer back here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the backer, let's see which way I want it to go. I'm going to put the side with the tape coming forward because I want the back to be, I'm trying to see. Either way, it's going to be covered with how I'm going to design this gift. So when I talk to you about foam board or cardboard or flappers off the back of a box, if you decide to cover it up, which I would suggest covering it up, but it's all in your preference, make sure that, like this side has the tape here, make sure the tape side is on the back, because once you get your items in here, you're going to be able to see that. So always, well, I'm suggesting turn this part around with the tape so you can't see that. So let me go ahead and get this stuff down in here like I want it. All right. Now that we have it in there, and I put it down there, probably about that much I stuffed it in. All right, the next thing I'm going to use is our little truck here. And I guess it transforms and all kind of stuff with this little truck. I thought it was really nice. So let me go ahead and decide on which way I wanted to put this in here. And I'm gonna just lean it right next to the backer because I want it to have some stability and I want it to maintain some height. Because I'm only going to use the 3 items I showed you and some goodies. So let's go ahead and put this on think I'm gonna have it like that. Let me make sure the placement is right before I start taping stuff down, y'all. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it around. And I'm going to put my bubbles here. And what I'm going to do with the bubbles is I'm going to go ahead and attach the bubbles to the piece of board here, along with the little toy up here that holds the car. So let's go ahead and get that in here. I might need to put some more paper here. Or tissue paper or something down in there. So let me go ahead and attach this on here. Make sure it's straight, and the only thing I'm going to do to attach it is I'm going to use my wide tape, guys. Okay, like I was saying, I just attached it right here. So let's go ahead and take our other little toy, and we're going to put it right on the back right here, and we're going to attach it to the foam board. And that's going to make sure it maintains its height in your gift. All right, we're going to do the same, making sure I got it straight, because I don't want my gift all lopsided here. So let me go ahead and attach this, guys. And like I said, the only thing I'm doing is taking my tape, and I'm going around right here, so that it sticks to the back of the backer. That's the only thing I'm doing. All right. The next thing I'm going to do is, let's see, make sure I got it. All right, let me put one more piece of tape right here to make sure this is attached properly. You can also use your glue dots. And right now I'm just choosing to use my tape. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Hot Wheels cars, and I'm going to put on top of that, because I want it to be at the top of the gift, at the top of this gun here. Just like that. So let's go ahead, and what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to put some tape here on the back. You can use glue dots, like I said, if you choose. Right now, I'm just rolling up my tape, and I'm going to put some tape on it, y'all. It's all in your preference. All right, let's see where we want to place it, because I don't want to rip my paper. Okay, I'm going to put some tape right here, so when I put it up here, it adheres to this part right here. So let's go ahead and put tape there as well. All right, so now I'm just gonna take this and sit it right on top of here and stick it to our board, guys. And that's going to allow our gift to stand up straight like we want it. All right, let's make sure this is secure. This is going to be a quick and easy gift you can put together using these 3 items, and then you'll have your theme basket. All right, I'm just making sure I got everything secured. Making sure I got enough tape on here so that it can maintain its height and all of that. Okay. I want to try to get this toothbrush in here if I can. Okay, so next I think I'm just going to put the toothbrush right here. Maybe, yeah. I'm going to put the toothbrush on the side. So let's go ahead and put some tape on that and get that anchored down. I'm just rolling up my tape. If you want to use your glue dots, you can. It's all in your preference, guys. And I'm just going to anchor this right here. See, this tape works good too. I'm going to anchor it right here. Just on the side there. You know, it kind of almost looks like a tower gift. Like when I do some of my gifts, I make it look like towers. What it does is it draws more attention. When I post my gifts or send them to my customers, usually my taller gifts draws a lot of attention. So I don't know why, but it does. You don't always have to do your gifts high like this. Sometimes I do it and sometimes I don't. I guess it's just in how I feel like I want to design that day. Okay, let me go ahead. This little piece up here that's flapping up like this, because I don't want to see that in the gift, I'm going to take some tape and put that down so you cannot see that. And the only reason I do this is I feel that it makes my gift look more professional. It's all in your choice. So when I tell you something of what I do, it does not mean that you have to do it. It's just something that I do. And usually it works out for me. I have not had a problem with any gift I've ever sold to anybody. And it brings me plenty of bang. So it's all in your preference though, of how you want to design your gifts. I'll just show you some of my knowledge of what I know that works for me. Okay, back to this. And this is what our back is looking like. Like I said, when I do my tower gifts like this, it usually catches my customer's eye. Let's go ahead and fill it in with some goodies. I'm not putting nothing else in here but goodies, y'all. I'm gonna take my Rice Krispies and I'm gonna put my Rice Krispies right up here. Let's put some tape on that and keep on going. And I thought about using the pail on this particular order here is because they go to the beach a lot with their son. So I just wanted to give them something else to add in the gift. That's why I chose to use a pail for his little gift. Okay. Let's find some dollars. Let's put these in here. All right, so this is what it's looking like so far. And let's continue on. Okay, let's go ahead and put our chips in. Next thing we're gonna do is put our Oreos in. All right, put my Oreos in right here. And we're gonna carry on. Okay, let me fix this so I don't cover up the car. Right here in this little spot here, I'm gonna put these little ropes, the Sweet Tart ropes there, but I'm just gonna fold them in half so that they don't cover up the car. And they'll fit in there just like this. All right, let's put some tape on it and carry on. Okay, and that's what it's looking like so far. That side is full. So let's work on the back side here. I'll put some little treats up here. And these here are just little gummy snacks. And we're just gonna fill up the back with some snacks, y'all. Just in these little spots. I mean, you don't have to fill these little spots up here, but I'm gonna go ahead and fill them in. Okay, in the front, I'm gonna put some Nerds on this side here. Just to cover up that little space. Right here. Maybe I might put the Nerds there. I might put these I'm gonna put the Mike and Ike's here, and I'm gonna put the Nerds right here in the front of the pail. And let's go ahead and put these Mike and Ike's there. And y'all hear some kids in the back. I have my grandkids today. They came to spend time with Grandma today. I miss my babies, y'all. And this little Mike and Ike has a price on it. I'm gonna go ahead and get the stickers and put over that. Sorry, y'all. I tried to make sure I had all my price tags off and everything covered before I get on this video. And I still forgot. I'm sorry, y'all. Please forgive me. All right, I found some smiley faces. That's what we'll do. Put a little smiley face over here. All right. He's a cool daddy smiley face, so we'll put him over there. That look cool with the shades on and all of that. So cute. All right, let's carry on. Okay, I'm gonna put some more tarts there. Trying to get rid of this bag. This bag of candies, goodies, it came with like, I want to say like 300 of these things. And I purchased them a while back from Ollie's. I mean, it was a lot for what, what I paid for them. A little or nothing. Put a sweet tart at the top. Let me get my double-sided tape for this. There we go. All right, one more spot I'm gonna fill up. I gave him 2 packs of the little gummies because they're small. And I want them out of here. All right, so the back of this is full. I even think I'm gonna put one little piece of candy there and this is gonna be done. Let's go ahead and use this double-sided tape. We're gonna go ahead and put our grass in here and this gift is done. I got some orders I need to push out, so. Some people are last minute shoppers. That's why if you street sale, it may be good to go out on the holiday because some people, they wait till the last minute. And they be out there looking for a gift. You got like 30 emails Friday. I'm like, what in the world? Y'all knew y'all wanted a gift way ahead of time and y'all doing this. I don't mind when it comes to making my money. I want to tell you something about the tissue paper. What I usually do is use the same color tissue paper. If it's not white tissue paper that I try to use the same color shred as my tissue paper, because what that does is when you do that, you don't have to use so much and you can't see. Like even though I use white sometimes, I have to put a little bit more. But if I was to use the blue, like the color of the shred, I wouldn't have to use as much of the shred because of the tissue paper being on the bottom. So I don't think I've said that to you guys lately. I just wanted to tell you about that. That's a little tip. I mean, sometimes I just have my white and I go with it and I do what I gotta do. But if I have the color on hand, then I try to use the same color as I'm gonna use in my shred. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes if I'm in crunch mode and that's what I gotta do is put my blue on top of my white, then that's what I do. And I suggest you do the same thing. You work your business smarter, not harder. Use what you have on hand and make that stuff work for you. Don't be going out buying it just because you want to have the shred, like I said, on top of the same color. And if you have it, then that's a good tip for you to do, because that's what I do. But if not, don't go out buying nothing. Use what you have and make them gifts flow. Save the time and everything else. I'm gonna put something else right there. I think I put tape there already, so I'll stuff this in. Put some tape already around here, and we're gonna put our shred in, and we're gonna keep on going. You wanna work your business smarter, not harder. You want to make nothing too hard for yourself. You know, sometimes I could be an overthinker, but sometimes I have to tell my real Victoria back in and say, no, get together and keep on flowing. Like these little orders I got, that's okay. I mean, I had some stuff made already because I know from over time of doing this that people wait till the last minute. So that's the beauty of having some of your gifts already made. When you have them already made, you ain't gotta worry about being stressed. So always remember that when you're designing, at least have a few made. So when someone calls you for an order, you ain't gotta be stressed all out trying to figure out how you're gonna do this order. For my ones that's already made, I send them a picture of what I already got and keep on going. So that's something to think about when you're designing. Especially when you do a lot of gifts. And like me, I still work, so I have to have some at hand. And when I sell out, sometimes I sell out at my vendors' events when I do them. I have to go home and make some gifts up so that I don't be stressed. I don't want this to be stressful for me because I love to do it and I love doing decor and all of that stuff. I'm not gonna be stressed out trying to do it for nobody. And we're gonna put these little candies in the front and we're gonna go on. Yep, I got a green one. Put them right there in the front. And this is another gift. This is a Hot Wheel gift when I only used 3 items. I used the little truck, the Hot Wheel toy truck with the little car here. Or 2, well no, I used 4 items. The toothbrush here, the water gun here, and some Hot Wheel cars up here. And this gift is done. I'm probably gonna put an orange or blue bow on top. If you're new to my channel, please consider like, commenting, and subscribing. I would love to have you a part of my YouTube family. If you're one of my oldest, thank you so much for tuning back in to another video. All right, until the next video, you guys, you have a safe and wonderful day. Bye-bye.